Good morning, traders. Good morning, traders. It's a good Monday, pre-London. We're about to check the markets and see what we can get and see if we can get any good opportunities this week. So, guys, if you have any questions, just drop them on the chat screen or drop them on our Telegram, and then let's take it from there. So, we'll be starting with news and see if we don't have any special news today that might be affecting us, and then we'll take it from there. Awesome. I hope the sound is right. I hope you guys can hear me clearly, and yeah, let's take it from there. Okay. So today, no news are affecting our positions. I don't think we'll have to worry about anything, or rather, no restricted news. So that should be fine. And then we're gonna go down into the charts. Yeah, but this was a beautiful position from last week. Okay. Guys, if you have any specific pairs you want me to look at, I think you can drop it on the side there. Then I'll just show you guys what I'm thinking about the pair, and then yeah, we'll see if we can get anything out of it this week. Okay. Let me also set up my sound here on my other device just to see that I'm seeing what you guys are seeing, and there is no weird things happening here. Okay. Let's start with the AU. AU. So we got a nice position from the AU on Friday. And it went pretty good. So this is just a little review of the trade and how nicely it went. Okay. So there's nothing else that we can take from it today. But we do see it potentially getting up to this level and also breaking it and probably targeting this level here, taking some of the liquidity that's on this level here. So for now, we are not going to be looking at it. So for now, we're just going to be skipping this pair and then take it from there. Okay. But there's still a huge balance on this that'll probably be filled soon as well. But we're gonna skip this pair. I am not liking what I see on it. Okay. Let's go into the next pair. Cats was Frank. The daily. Oh, this was one of those positions that this one gave us a pretty good run last week. We had 4 good positions from it. We had a 1 to 3, 1 to 5, 1 to 8, and this was a 1 to 5 as well. Yeah, we had a pretty good run from this one last week. Let me just do this. Sorry about that. Okay, cool. Okay, someone said I should increase the volume. I don't know if it's too low. But let me know how it goes, guys. Is the volume fine now? Okay, Katz's Frank. Yeah, at this one we can probably get a good entry at a very low level. Trading your 5 minute charts, but we don't do that before getting the nice moves. So we'll potentially let this one go. I'll remove these as well pretty soon. Those are that are in the free channel. I shared a partial sheet last week, so I don't know if you guys have thought about it or if you guys have taken a look at it. And the one that came out pretty good was C partial, so I'll take it from there. Thank you guys, thank you guys, thank you for the support. Keep sharing, keep liking, and yeah, we'll be making some good moves. Okay, Cassius Frank, it's in our zone, but like I said, there's a potentially a good position here that can form. Let me just mute this device here. There's potentially something nice that we can find in these levels here. There is something happening here. Key zone on the 1 hour. So if I was to be trading very short positions, I would probably focus on a sell on this chart in these levels here, but at the very, very low time frame. Potentially something along these lines, targeting an entry in this level here, and then going back into the 1 minute, and then tightening that entry somewhere here, and then putting my entry just below, somewhere along that range. So this is a potential move I would take. I'm probably even gonna take it. There's a nice imbalance here as well. Yeah, so I would take something like this, targeting these levels here at the bottom, using that as an entry, something along these ranges. So this is something I'd potentially look at going into. Somebody asked me to look at the NAS 100 US 30 gold, and okay, Percy is going in. Okay, I'll look at one of those shortly. Okay, so that's a potential position I'd look at if I was trading a very, 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 very low time frame. So you can also look at that, but I always prefer working on the daily and the far. Nothing's wrong with this, by the way. I'm actually gonna throw it as a potential nugget for whoever wants to catch it. And then remember, now we love the 1 2 3s, but now because of the time frame, I'll probably focus on the 1 to 2 first, and then drop down into the 1 to 4. And I'll also adjust this position as it keeps going. So once it hits a 1 to 1, I'll adjust the entry, and then take it from there. So it'll look something like this. Somebody asked me to try and drop these signals in a better way. So I'm just going to drop this on the free channel and the VIP, of course, and also try write it the way they recommend it, which is a pretty good way, and then you guys will tell me how it looks. And then the stop loss on this one is around 1 pip, which is 0.73996. So that's a very short entry. And also if you have a small account or account with massive spreads, I wouldn't trade the 1 minute charts. So those are just the disclaimers that you guys need to be wary of, and you'll be fine. So TP1 is 0.73969, and then the second TP would be 0.73952. So okay. So I'm gonna put an alert somewhere here. Hopefully I removed all the other alerts. Okay, gold, we had some nice gold moves last week. That was pretty interesting. So yeah. Okay, then now we're gonna switch over to the next pair. Okay, let me look at what you guys have are asking me to look at. XX pleasure, XX Nagu. It's all a pleasure. Okay, so I'm gonna take ARCAD and I'm gonna take gold. Let's see what we can get out of that. Okay, I just did ARCAD now. Yeah, I just did ARCAD a couple of minutes ago. And I did say that we don't have the next entry we'd want to look at from this position will also be a short, but in the zones here. And we'll also be watching out for this recent high. So if I was to look at ARCAD, this one went, did it go well? Oh yeah, it was triggered here. And then let me see what happened. Oh yeah, I went to 1 to 2, so it wasn't tight. This one hit our SL. Katsus Frank just went in, so let's see if we can squeeze in something there. Katsus Frank, let's see what we've got there. Let's go to the 5-minute chart. Okay, so if you guys are still on it, and those guys that are trading very short time frames, you either got triggered there or you're waiting for it. But yeah, it went and took that. Because I don't like trading short term frames. There we go. You can get in again at the zone and then watch and see how far it goes. Okay, and then you can put an alert here at your first TP, and then you can put an alert halfway through your SL, and then just see how far it goes. Okay, so I'm just gonna duplicate this one so we can watch it on the next chart, and then yeah, look at the ARCAD again. 4 hours. Okay, there we go. So I was saying this one hit our stop loss because we start adjusting as soon as it hits the. Well, actually, I'll follow up on the trades that were sent to see if we actually did touch that SL. Okay. So right now you'd want to trade it from this level here and have a stop just above this highs here, and enter at this level here, depending on the stop loss range, and 7 pip stop. So it's not bad, it's not great as well, but it's not bad. Katsus Frank went in again. So let's see, 5 minutes on this one. Not AJ, man. Cats is Frank. Okay, so you should be watching this pair. Okay, so if you want to trade OCAD, this is what you'd look at. But then again, if you're looking at hold on. If you're looking at very short trade on OCAD, you'd get in from this level here, which is not advisable because now you are literally ignoring all the major key zones where the big boys are involved, and then you'd be looking at using these levels here. So it'll look something like that, and then you go into the 1 hour. Let me start with this one actually, so we can swing back up. So it'll look something like that, and then you'd focus on this candle here. So it'll be around those levels. You will get a pretty nice SL range, but now the targets are also very tricky, because at this 1 to 3.8 it's a bit tight there, but it is possible to take it, look at that trade, and of course you want to do somewhere in the middle there, somewhere there. Okay, so that's what you'd look at if you want to trade this position. Okay, and then a position I would most probably be looking at is this one here, where we start operating from these levels here at the top, and then we focus on let me just zoom in a bit. I hope you guys can see my screen properly. Yeah, we'll start looking at these levels here, and then not these ones here. So these 2 points, they are very important. So I'll probably want to look at a position like this, and then look at that level. Let me remove this old one, and remove this old one too. I'm also gonna remove this one and that one. Okay, so it looks a bit cleaner now. Manage your stop, and then let's see how it goes. Okay, let's see. And then if you haven't gotten into the trade, hit a stop, you can look at getting into it now with the stop order going down on the cat Swiss franc. Okay, and then we went into the OCAD. Guys, I hope you guys are keeping up and you guys are watching properly. So if there are any issues, come on, drop a comment there. I can slow down. I can, I love feedback, guys. I really do. Shows that we're doing something right, and it'll be no use if we're doing this and nobody's benefiting from it. So right now I'm currently looking at getting into a nice entry point using these levels. So this is the OCAD position, the second position. So it'll look something like that. Yeah, something like that. And then we'd have a let me just point here. Okay, OrCAD 1 minute chart is going. So this will be trade 2. And yeah, if this hits us SL, you stop trading. And remember, manage your risk. So keep watching. So I'm going to put an alert at this midpoint here, which is the 1-to-1. So yeah, let's watch how that goes. Okay. And then back to the OrCAD. And then here we go. Entry point will be this level here. Stop would be at the 9343. And then 1 to 3 will be our first TP. And then 1 to 5 will be our second TP. And then 1 to 8 will be a third. And then from 10 moving forward, we'll just be watching it sink. Okay, so that's our second trade idea, which has 2 potential trades on the OrCAD, asked by Percy. And I see Lucas wants us to look at gold. Okay, Lucas, let's check out gold just now. I'm going to copy this. And let's see. Copy this, drop it in here. And then that'll be an OrCAD move. So trade 1, entry would be 0.93715. SL would be 0.93756. TP1 would be, it's the London Open, guys, so potentially gonna get some moves right now. You guys should probably still be in this position. Once we hit the 1-to-1, adjust your stop to entry using the 1 minute candles, which are very, very tight. Okay. And then TP1, we're looking at 0.93646, no, 643. And then TP2 would be 0.93572. And then, yeah, that's it. So I'm just going to give you guys the 93398. There we go. And then OrCAD. Trade 2. Entry would be 0.93882. SL would be 0.9388. 93943. 943. TP 0.93249. Okay, so that's how this one looks. So hopefully you guys have it in the VIP and in the free channel. There we go. Okay, so those are the 2 positions we're looking at. I'm just gonna remove these TPs because they kind of scram up the chart. So let's do it like that. Awesome. That'll be the OrCAD. So I've got an alert on this one here. So CAD Swiss franc is gone, guys. You need to ignore that. Leave it. Let it go. Okay, and then switch back to the 4 hour on this one. I'm gonna remove it from the watch list as well. So that'll be our first loss of the day. Okay. And then we are going to check out gold. Gold. Gold is another tricky one, guys. Gold is it gets very personal. We got a nice 1 to 8 last week, and if we held on, we 1 to 13. But now we didn't hold on. Okay. So with gold. I'll probably be looking at a buy from this level. But then again, the issue with gold now is there's not enough room to be supporting that bias, and this candle here, it's a bit of an issue. But yeah, I'd look at a buy. As I can see, still a minor balance there. And then okay, let me just squeeze this one in. So with gold, we'll be looking at something along these ranges. Something here. And then we would use, because I see there's something nice happening there. So I'll do something like that. Using this candle. I'm supposed to use this one here, but I don't like this. So I'm just gonna do that. So we'll have a bit of a wide stop on this one. So it looks something like that. So 530 point stop. Okay, so with gold, we would look at something like this. Let's switch to the 15 minutes. Yep. I don't like this massive swing here, so hence I'm including it in this analysis. There we go. So you'd want it to get to this level first before an entry. There we go. So this is how I would want to look at gold. And with gold, I start targeting at 1 to 2. So this one is very personal. Let me do that. So that's how our gold would look. Something like that, guys. So let's see if we can keep our winning streak on gold. Okay. Entry would be 1858.029. And then SL would be 1852.273. And then our last TP would be around this area here. Not that high, around this area here, which is 1902.494. Okay, so how would manage as traders? I mean, check out our video on managing the trades. But yeah, 1 to 2 we break even or take 50%, and then 1 to 4, and then 1 to 6, and then 1 to 8, and yeah, so forth. So that's how this one would look. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, so those are the trades that we would look at or the ones that I'll be covering in this channel or in this live stream. Anything else you guys might want me to look at before we close the session? It was a nice 30 minutes. We looked at 3 pairs. Cassius Frank didn't really end up so good. So let me just change the color. It's Monday. And then from here, I'm just going to analyze a couple of pairs and then throw them into the free channel and the premium one. Okay, there we go. EU. So somebody wants me to look at the EU. Let's take a look at the EU. See what we got on the EU. I looked at the EU last week, and it was not so. Yeah, it didn't present any nice opportunities. But let's see what we can have today. I can already see a nice. Just hold on, somewhere on this ranges. Sorry about that. Key zone. Okay, so EU. So we can already see it's playing at a nice zone. But now there's also another one here, which you need to be aware of. So really, just by looking at it from this angle, I can start focusing on longs. And the reason I'm doing that is to just start aligning my chain of thought. And then I'm going to start finding some areas in here that we will probably potentially want to work with, like this level here. And then also this level here, which is not fully looked at. And then we can see that there's also another sensitive area in this level here. And then you can see this one here as well. Okay, so I would be operating from this level, and then my entry would be used on this candle here. So you can switch drop down to the one now. So there's also something happening here. There's a lot of liquidity that's being created here and also at the bottom. So what we're most probably going to see is price bring out and then up again. So we'd want it to get out first and then place a nice entry. Okay, so we'd be looking at something like that. Drop down to the 15. Okay, and then we're looking at that. So I'm trying to get in as low as possible into this range as low, so that we can also take advantage of the swing or the bounce that happens inside here. Okay, so we're still fine there. I can also look at this candle. There we go. So that's where the entry would be. So we'd look at a position like this with a stop here, but I want to cover this candle too. So we'll look at something along these ranges, and I see it's already getting into that range. So you'd want to watch it first. Why did I use this one? Sorry about that. Not long. There we go. So that's a pretty good entry to look at. So it's already getting into a level where you can look at a stop. Okay, so this is one we're looking at. I'm going to copy. I'm also going to start prepping for this one as well. EU. There we go. Okay, so that's where we are with the EU. And I see it's already swinging back. So we'll look at SL at 123. Not SL, the first TP. We'll look at the first TP at 1.21160. So entry would be 1.20951. SL would be 1.20908. TP, we'll look at the final TP at let me just put this there. 1 to 10 at 1.21609. Okay, there we go. So now with the EU, how would we manage it is start taking profits from 1 to 3, and then 1 to 5, and then 1 to 8, and then start trading from 1 to 10. So that's how we'd look at this position. Okay, there we go. So yeah, there we go. That's it, guys. That's where we're gonna end our session. And let's look at taking advantage. Follow the group, follow the channel of how we'll be managing this trade. So as they keep getting into our areas of interest, we will manage it. We'll close partials, we'll move to stop to break even, climb our stops to 1 to 3R, 1 to 5R, and 1 to 8R. Any questions that you guys might have, please don't hesitate to drop a question onto our chat site, onto our channel. And you can also drop me an inbox, Master Shifu, Master _ FX Shifu on Telegram, Uniforex Dojo on Telegram, Uniforex Dojo on Insta, Facebook. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and please keep sharing with your friends, guys. Any questions, guys? Any questions you guys might have? So if you're still with this trade, we are at 1 to 1. So some people will break even now, and some will not. I will not. Thank you, Eric. You are, keeping us alive. Keep liking, keep sharing. We'll be dropping some new content. So yeah, thank you very much for the support. Okay, but that's EU. I hope you got into that EU as we were doing it, because you saw it triggered whilst we were working on it. I'm hoping you got that one. Awesome then. Awesome, guys. Let me end the stream. I'm assuming everybody's happy, everybody's fine. Awesome, Justin. Okay.